you make any preparations beforehand in order to get ready for the role? Um, well, actually, I was in Cinderella in the summer for Nolte, and so I guess the way I prepared is being in that, like I knew a lot about the show already, which was good. It helped me kind of have the upper hand. And then I had a different part, but then I kind of took some ideas from the girl who had the part as the stepmother before, and so that helped me really prepare for the school show.
What role were you?
I'm the stepmother, and then for Nolte, I was the queen.
Nice.
And so they're definitely opposites, but
Yeah.
it's a really cool change.
Yeah, nice.
Why did you choose to audition for the musical? So, I mean, I guess I've been trying to be as involved as I can with the musicals and with Theater West, and I love the show so much when I was in it with Nolte that I really wanted to do it again. And I mean, I guess it is fun to kind of compare the shows, not in a negative way at all, but just to see how I did it back in the summer and then how Theater West is going to do it now, you know?
Yeah.
And it's really fun to just see the differences in them and how things are done here. And, you know, it's just exciting to see that kind of stuff and just to get to do it all over again. It's not too repetitive at all. Like, things have already been different, and it's still fun to me even though I've already done the show.
Nice.
Describe your character in the musical. Okay, so as the stepmother, I am very rude, and I guess I try to make things seem like, you know, I want my daughters to get married to the prince, and I want them to have good lives, but in reality, it's pretty much about me because I want them to get wealthy so that I don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
And one thing I say in the musical is that the funds that we have that were left for us are running out, and so I guess I really, really want to be wealthy for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And so I guess my character is really selfish, and yeah, I want a lot for myself versus anyone else.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite song? Actually, that's a good question because when in the Nolte production in the summer, my favorite song was Driving Through the Moonlight, and I didn't get to be in it. It's a song with the stepmother and the stepsisters, and so I get to do it now, and it's the song that they sing kind of describing their ideal, I guess, what they would have wanted to happen with the prince, and it's kind of a little bit reminiscent, and it's what they talk about after the ball. And it's just a really fun song, and I don't know, it just musically it's a really great song. I really like it, and so I'm glad I get to sing it and be a part of it in this show. What kind of message would you like the audience to receive from your performance? I guess I want them to know that I am really wacky because my character is like really crazy, and because in the fall in Little Women I was Marmee and I was super serious and like loving, and it was a really fun role to play, but this time, you know, I'm more comedic and really, really flamboyant and out there.
Yeah.
And besides the mean part of the stepmother being mean, I mean, I am kind of like the stepmother in some ways where she's just like kind of crazy and fun, like goofy, and so I mean, it's fun to really portray that and kind of be a little crazy like that because that's kind of how I am normally.
Yeah.
And so it'll be fun to have the audience get to see that crazy side of me since they haven't really seen that yet.
Yeah, nice.
Describe a typical day of rehearsal. So what we've been doing lately is Mondays we have choreography and we've been learning the dance moves and we spent a couple hours on it and it's really good. And then Tuesdays we learn the music. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday we do actual lines, and it's really fun to be with all of these people. And you know, since I'm an upperclassman, I get to meet, I mean, I know a lot of them, but it's great because I get to meet a lot of underclassmen too that are new to all of this, and it's really good to be a leader and kind of step up and show them the ropes, because I remember my first musical freshman year, Legally Blonde, like I looked up to all of them and they taught me a lot, and it's really nice to, I guess, be the older one and get to teach them everything.
Yeah.
And you know, you really build great relationships, and the rehearsals are the best place to do it. And especially when we get into tech week and show week, when we're there for a long amount of time, it's really when you get to bond with people.
Yeah.
And so I'm just keep looking forward to the rehearsals. Like, there's never been a rehearsal where I'm dreading it or don't want to go. and it's just because I'm super passionate about it.
Yeah.
And so each rehearsal for me is really fun, especially because, like I said, I get to see what we're going to be doing differently from in the summer.
Mhm.
And so, you know, they're always super fun, and there's nothing wrong with them ever.
Yeah.
What is your favorite thing about your character in the production? I guess, like I said before, she's just super crazy, and it is fun to kind of play a meaner character just because it's something new, obviously, and like compared to, like I said, my role in Little Women, like it's a completely different character,
Mhm.
and it's fun to be someone completely different. I mean, I guess that's why I love to act. And you know, the stepmother doesn't have any solo. She doesn't sing anything really by herself, and so her character is really based on just acting itself, and that's
Yeah.
my favorite thing to do.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, I think I answered that. Yeah, I just like that it's mostly acting based, and
Yeah.
since that's my top thing that I like to do with theater. How many Theater West productions have you participated in? So my freshman year, I was in Legally Blonde, and that was my first show. I didn't make the play. And then last year, I was in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and then I didn't make Annie, so that was 2. And then this year, I have been in all 3, so I was in Little Women, in Spit, and now this one, so that's 5. And it's been a wonderful experience. I hope that next year I can be in all 3 of them.
Mhm.
We'll have to see, of course, but I mean,
Yeah.
I've been moving up, you know, I've been working really hard to try to get to where I am now.
Mhm.
And, you know, I think everyone goes through that, mostly everyone, you know. It takes time. There's not everything that I'm going to make. And, you know, that's just part of the experience of learning and getting better. So, yeah, I've been in 5. Last one. How do you think this performance will differ from other productions? I think one difference I've noticed is that there are only like 4 seniors in it.
Yeah.
We don't have very many theatrical seniors this year, I feel like, versus other years. And so there are a lot of underclassmen, which is great because they're the next main characters, you know,
Yeah.
like they're going to be the next main performers for our shows to come. And so that's really great that they get to start out at a young age and get to move forward from here.
Yeah.
So that is one big difference. Usually there are a lot of, you know, like upperclassmen, which there are again, but like I said, the seniors are leaving, and so that's one difference that I've known. Also, just going back to like some of us have done the show already, so it's really cool to just be able to do it again.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, the relationships have been even closer, I'd say, than like my freshman year. I didn't know as many people, but this year I think with the shows we've let everyone come into our circle, I guess. Like there's no cliques, there's nothing like that, which is something that I really do appreciate from everyone. Like everyone is just super accepting, and that's really great to see this year, and I'm hoping that can continue.